Welcome back to another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. So happy to have you with me today. Remember to subscribe, share the podcast, leave comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, you can follow me online at katrinajohnson.online or on Instagram at I am Katrina Johnson. I thank you again for joining me, and let's get into the show. Welcome back to another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. Happy as usual and very grateful that you joined me. We're continuing on our season's topic of what does living your best life really mean? And more specifically, I've been sharing what it means to me as a person. And this week, I'm going to speak on peace. Peace is very important to me, and I'm sure it's important to others. It is one of those things that we really want to be able to have in our life, even though we know there are going to be stressors and disappointments and people getting on our last nerve. I mean, there's going to be turmoil. There's going to be all kind of stuff going on that's bound to disturb our peace, right? So I just want to talk a little bit about it because, like I said, it is something that's very important to me. Having peace in my life is having a good life. It's living my best life. So along with the other things I've shared thus far, peace goes right along with it. I want to read the definition of peace from vocabulary.com. And this is what vocabulary.com says about peace. Peace is a stress-free state of security and calmness that comes when there is no fighting or war. Everything coexisting in perfect harmony and freedom. When you feel at peace with yourself, you are content to be the person you are, flaws and everything. Wow, that there sums it all up for me. And I'm sure some of you can agree. So there's a lot nowadays being said about meditation and deep breaths and breathing and just calming yourself. Those things are crucial in order to maintain your peace. And so for me, I just find that the least distractions around, the better it is, It's just that when we are amongst other people, everybody's not going to agree with each other. People are going to have their opinions. And some people just like to pick fights. I believe there are some people that just get up in the morning and they sit and contemplate what fights they're going to pick today. Or maybe what it is, they're not really thinking about having a day free from arguments or anything that's going to raise their blood pressure or cause them to just go off. My peace is important. I get up every day and I'm looking forward to the day, and I'm thinking more on the terms of how can I make this the best day ever? How can I be intentional with my actions today? What can I do to have a peaceful day? I don't always hit it on the nail right away. Sometimes I have more challenges within a day than I can bear. But my goal is always to have a day free from anything that would disrupt my peace. And I do have challenges just like everyone else. I daily do have challenges, but my intentions is not to have anything disrupt my peace. And I'm still working on it. There's certain things I've overcome. There's certain things I can work out. I can have that peace that, like the Bible says, surpasses all understanding. And in anchoring my faith in God, that helps me as well, because I can pray and I can give my troubles over to Him. But I still have work to do. It's not just about praying and giving my problems to God. That's good, but I have to do the work, meaning I have to be intentional about my peace. What am I going to do to maintain or get back my peace? You probably are challenged with the same thing daily, and maybe you have been able to achieve in some areas in your life that peaceful state of mind. But as long as we live on this earth, we will be challenged. Each and every day, our peace will be tested, and we have to really zero in on maintaining that peace. So whatever it takes, if you're a person that want to meditate and, take your deep breaths or what have you, sometimes it's just a matter of planning your day, being focused and being, like I said earlier, intentional. That is important to me. Like I said, the peace. The peace is very important. It is part of living my best life. I haven't achieved it, but I am working on it every day. Now, there's times, like I said before, where you may be able to overcome some aspects of turmoil in your life. And so whatever you have the ability to control in terms of your peace, whatever you can control and get rid of the things that's disturbing your peace, if it's easy to do that, go for it. There are going to be some things that may not be so easy. And you have to, I'm dealing with something right now, as a matter of fact, that's pretty challenging. Every day is challenging me, but I have to be wise in my decisions. But I do have something that has kind of been pressing on me that I know is taking away some of my peace. And so I have to continue to pray on that. I have to just kind of figure out a way that is going to make sense for me to be able to have that peace, get that peace back. That it's just going to take some time, and that's just part of life. Everything doesn't happen overnight. So there's some things that just require a lot more work. But the key is do the work, do whatever it takes in order to keep your peace. Don't give up. Don't think for 1 minute that it'll never get better, or I'm just going to throw in the towel because I've tried and done everything I can. No, nothing's impossible. Nothing's impossible. All you have to do is go back and think about some of the things that you've gone through that you thought you would never make it through. Some of the hurdles you have had to jump over, some of the mountains you have climbed. Think of the valleys, the lows, and then the highs, and you'll be able to, determine, hey, I've got more going for me than I can remember. I've got more going for me based on the things I've been through. And if I've been through some things and I've gotten over some things and I've achieved some goals, and that thing that I thought I would never be able to do or get over, I was able to do that, then that means I can do other great things, get over other challenges. So it's always about moving forward. Don't move backwards, and don't stand still and become stagnant. Move forward. Get help if you need it. Whatever kind of help that will aid you in getting over whatever it is. You need more peace in your life. You don't know how to figure out how to get the peace. Get help. That help may just be talking to someone, a friend. They could impart some wisdom to you. But the main thing is we are capable. We are capable of doing anything that we want to do. We are capable of achieving so much more than we give ourselves credit for. It is so easy to just say, I give up. That's the easy road. But with that easy road, you will only get so far. It's kind of like if you're going to purchase something, you've heard the saying, you get what you pay for. So if you're going to spend a lesser amount for something, then you're going to get the value that you've paid for. The more you invest in something, the higher the value will be. So it's kind of the same thing. Taking the easy route is just like a shortcut, and it's just doesn't give you that complete, I'd say, satisfaction, for lack of better words. So you'll want to not be so quick to take the easy route and give up on whatever the situation is. If you need to overcome something, and primarily right now we're talking about peace. You want your peace. Your peace is important to you. Then you have to do some work. It's just not going to happen because we have so many distractions around us. Sometimes you have to just steal some time to be with yourself. You know, you have to steal that moment or that hour or whatever it is to be with self and to regain the peace, to fill yourself back up, to fill your own cup back up, so to speak. Peace is something that you can't pay for. You can't pay for peace. No one can give me all the millions in the world for peace. Peace is something is inner, is within us. And we are all capable of having peace in our life. But it's not going to be something that's going to always be there in that perfect state. We have to fight for our peace. And I don't mean physically fight anybody. And I don't mean just being angry and that type of thing. I mean, whatever we need to do to maintain our peace will make life better for us and for those around us. This was a short one, just like last week, but the little short episodes are sometimes the best because I try to just get straight to the point and just share it with you guys. One other thing that is important to me in living my best life, and again, is peace. And with that being said, I wish all of you peace. And until next time, stay inspired. Let's keep the conversation going by emailing me at katrina@katrinajohnson.online. That's katrina@katrinajohnson.online. So grateful that you joined me on this episode. Remember, information plus inspiration equals transformation. And until next time, stay inspired.